In this video, we're going to create a graph in Power BI Desktop using some data that we've already imported in. We've previously done a few things. We've obtained some data into Power BI Desktop through using the Get Data functionality. We've also created a table and created a matrix. So if you want to review any of those videos, I'll put a link in the description below. So the data set we're using here is the pupils data set, and as you'll have seen if you've watched previous videos, we simply need to go over to our visualizations section and choose which visualization we want. So I'm going to choose a stacked column chart, and here, so we need to start putting some data in. Now for this, I've decided that I want to have a little look at the split across different genders in terms of how they're getting on in maths, for example. So I'm going to bring through gender over to the axes, and I'm just gonna do a count first, so I can see this backs up the information I've seen in my other items that I've looked at for table and the matrix, that we've got 18 girls and 12 boys. So, but actually I'd quite like to know now how they're doing in terms of their maths averages. So let's get rid of the quantity, and this time we're going to bring through the maths percentage, because that's worked out for me. Ooh, I've automatically rated a hierarchy. That's one for another video, so I'm going to get rid of that. Let's get rid of that hierarchy. Lots of functionality in Power BI. So we're going to bring our maths percentage through to the values, and I'm going to click on the drop down. It's automatically sums it for me, which I don't want. I want an average, and we can see here that the average for the girls is 0.66. It's not been converted to a percentage yet, so 66%, and for boys it's 52. So I'm going to do a quick adjustment to that data over here by going to modelling, and if I click on that, I can actually change it to show as a percentage, and you can see that's been updated on my graph, and now it's showing properly as a percentage. So when I hover over it, it's 65.72% compared to 52.42%. So again, super easy to create a visualization in this instance using a graph. And if you want to know more about using Power BI Desktop, then you can keep up to date with the rest of the series on Power BI by clicking on subscribe and hitting the bell icon for notifications.